warmth of your skin.
Hey guys, Omar here, broker and CEO of Alden Mortgage and Ome Realty. So surviving underwriting is one of the biggest things. Like, what can you and can't you do? Now, I saw a couple of videos about people trying to explain the underwriting process and how to survive and what not to do and what can you do and should you be nice and should you not be nice. Let's get it out of the way right now. An underwriter, first, what is an underwriter? Underwriter is somebody who works for a lending company to make sure, only to make sure under their own translation, if it falls under the guideline of what you are trying to sell and or buy in the secondary market. So for instance, you have FHA programs. Now they have to just make sure that A, does this fit under the FHA guideline parameters? B, what are our overlays? Now, what are overlays? This is an additional security measure that all these lenders take in order to go ahead and protect themselves in a condition of where markets drastically change. Now, what is the job of the mortgage broker, the loan officer, or whoever is doing your whole entire loan process? And I have my daughter that just walked in, so excuse me to have my little mama bears here. Hey, mama. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we have the little curly-haired monster right here. So, okay. Where's your hair tie? Huh? Oh, go get it. Go get your hair tie. Bring it. Let me at least fix your hair. So if you're gonna be here, you might as well. Sorry. Are you okay? Okay. So sorry about that. Let me try to regroup and figure out where I'm at. So they're trying to go ahead and make sure that they follow the guidelines within whatever mortgage product that they're actually trying to sell. So what do you do as a borrower? First one, don't ever try to contact the underwriter. Don't call them. Don't try to do anything when it comes to, oh, the underwriter wants this. No, first what happens is an underwriter will go ahead and ask certain things, but it is not your job as the borrower. God, I hope to God, if I am your broker and I gave you a chance to go ahead and contact the underwriter, I suck at my job. I suck at what I do. First of all, I should know more than what the underwriter knows before they underwrite that loan. I need to make sure I package and I tell the story in order for that to make sense for the underwriter. So this is laid out to them like if it was to a 5-year-old. For me to say, okay, this person makes this much. I need to not give them too much. I need to not give them too little. I need to give them exactly what they need so we could go ahead and get things done in the quickest, seamless way most possible, right? So what are a few things that do kind of give us a hiccup? Well, a lot of novice, very, very new, or just not, maybe they're just complacent and they don't know, bank statements. Your bank statements will be one of them. Number 2 will be your taxes. Your taxes will be number 2. And why do I say that? This is a very simple calculation we have to do. We have your debt to income, whether it is a back end or a front end ratio. I need to look at the total amount that you made in the last 2 years. Now we're going on conventional, FHA, Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae. We're just basing it off of those parameters. So if I look and I know that I am at 43% back end ratio, which means that it is going to include your mortgage, principal, interest, taxes, insurance, and all other liabilities that you might have, whether it's a car lease or credit cards or whatever else it is, right? I need to make sure that the story is in front of them and it's easy. So I have to go ahead and look at your credit report. I have to see how many inquiries, and I have to go ahead and let them know beforehand what we need in order for us to go ahead and get it all dialed in and get it clear to close, which is the biggest thing. We want to always make sure we get CTC, which is clear to close. Hold on, I gotta close this door. Okay, so then what happens if we start getting some unreasonable requests from an underwriter? Well, it depends. There's 2 different types of people that go and underwrite each and every single loan. You have the senior underwriter, and then you have your underwriter number 2, the one that goes that does majority of the work that's not that important, but they still have to go ahead and do it because they just don't have the seniority or the level of experience that the senior underwriter has. Now, as a mortgage broker, what do I do if I go ahead and get unreasonable requests? Well, I call them and I yell at them. I tell them that they're stupid and this is a dumb thing that they're putting in. And if I don't like their answer, I will go ahead and I will go to somebody else. I will sell it off to somebody else because there's no way I will go ahead and let you give me an unreasonable request. And mind you, I don't tell them that they're stupid right away, okay? I don't tell anybody that they're stupid. I only do that very, 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 very limited times because in the world of business, when I am dealing with people's money, now this is your hard-earned money, you're watching this video, I am going to work my ass off. I'm gonna kick, bite, and scream for anything to make sure the process for you is easier rather than it is for somebody else. Now, whenever you do have an underwriter that is asking for unreasonable requests, now in the equation of who's more important, the person that's always the most important to keep happy is going to be the broker. The broker is always going to be the one that's going to be the one that they're going to try to be kept happy. Now, does that mean are they going to bend rules for me? No, absolutely not. They will not bend rules for me. For instance, let's go ahead and take a look at the FHA. FHA has 1,562 pages on their whole entire guidelines to go ahead and sift through. I should know majority of them, so if they ever came at me on anything, I could go ahead and cross-reference the overlay to the guideline and make sure that I have a very, very compelling answer to where they should go ahead and remove that condition. Now, whenever you do get an approval, you'll get a conditions list. A condition list are the requirements of what additional information that they are looking for, whether they want a verification of employment, of a verification of mortgage, if they want to go ahead and get a letter of explanation for XYZ, whatever it might be, or some inconsistencies in income, but that's where my job comes into play. I should have already done this. I should have already been at the forefront of this and made sure that all of this was very, very well explained to them. Then the second or the next part is underwriters. Underwriters are actually super, for the most part, they're very extremely friendly because they know that you are the person that they're going to be working with for if they're going to take underwriting as a career, that you two are going to be working together a lot. So it's always good for your broker to go ahead and always have an open line of communication with the underwriter. So if I don't like something with the underwriter, do not call, or don't send an email. If you're one of those loan originators or mortgage brokers, or if you work for a credit union or a bank or whatever like that, and you're one of those people like, I'm gonna shoot an email and text, get out of that world. Don't go into that world of being, oh, we could just shoot an email. That's stupid. You get on that phone, you give that underwriter a call, you go ahead and say, what do you really need? What are you trying to really ask for? Because if something doesn't make sense, I don't know about you, but have you ever had a text message conversation where things were completely opposite of what you thought it was if you had a real conversation with them? So yes, you call that underwriter and you go ahead and talk to them. And by all means, for any of you guys who originate, you make sure you never let your borrower know any of this that's happening. These are some of the behind the scenes stuff that you will never ever know and you will never ever see, because this is always an argument and a dilemma or something that goes back and forth. And then if it really needs to come to you as the borrower, then I will come to you and I'll be like, hey, do you have these trust documents that I need to go ahead and, I know you gave them to me, but we needed to have them notarized. I'll send somebody right away. You always have a problem. Whenever you have a problem, like something, for instance, like a trust document, right? That you had a trust that you and your family did, but it was never notarized. I should already have an answer for you before we even get to the point where like, hey, I'm going to send somebody over. I need when are you guys all going to be together? I'm going to send a notary to go ahead and notarize your trust documents and send it back because I need to go ahead and get this closed right away. Is that cool? So my job is to go ahead and the underwriter, we're supposed to figure things out on our own, and then we're supposed to make that process easier. So whenever you hear how to survive underwriting, no, you don't survive underwriting. It is my job to make sure that you are all dialed in and you're good to go. And now my little mama bears, where's your khaytak? You what? And then it's oh, God bless it. And then it's our job to go ahead and make sure that we get you through underwriting, clear to close, and no hiccups whatsoever. And I got.
Hey, what did you do to my iPad?
Yeah, I don't know, Baba. And then that's why you don't have to survive underwriting. What you do is you have yourself a broker that kills himself for you, so you don't have to deal with bad underwriters. We're the ones who call and yell. you just enjoy your process. Hopefully you guys liked the video, and if you did like the video, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment for up to 50% commission rebate on your next real estate purchase or any lending, any mortgaging assistance, and 0% listing fee on your next property. Link in the description below. Right, Mama Bears? Say right, Mama Bears.
Right.
All right. There you go, Mama. Till next video, guys.